Have you ever wondered why people don't really get you? Why they misjudge your intentions, underestimate your mind, or feel uneasy around you without knowing why? Here's the dark truth. People who feel misunderstood often share a set of rare psychological traits, the same traits Niccolo Machiavelli wrote about 500 years ago. Traits that make you powerful, feared, respected, and yes, deeply misunderstood. If what I'm about to reveal feels familiar, it's not a coincidence. It's a warning and a sign of who you truly are. Let's begin. Point 1. You see human nature with brutal clarity. Most people believe in good intentions. You believe in patterns. You're not pessimistic, you're observant. You notice how people speak, what they hide, and the subtle contradictions in their stories. Machiavelli called this the necessary suspicion of a ruler. It's the ability to see the truth without emotional distortion. Example, while others fall for charm, charisma, or apologies, you watch consistency. You watch actions. You see what's missing from their words. And because you see so clearly, people think you're cold, judgmental, or overanalyzing, when in reality, you're simply awake.
Point 2. You don't show your cards first. You speak less than you think. You reveal little. You observe much. This isn't shyness, it's strategy. Machiavelli warned against being too transparent, because transparency hands power to others. But you naturally protect your inner world. You don't overshare. You don't rush to explain yourself, and you don't feel the need to defend every choice. People misunderstand silence. They assume silence means weakness or insecurity, when in truth, your silence is a fortress. And those who live behind a fortress are always misunderstood. Point 3. You can walk alone without breaking. Here's one of the rarest Machiavellian traits. You don't crumble when you're isolated. You may not enjoy being alone all the time, but you can handle it better than most. You become sharper, focused, dangerous. Machiavelli observed that great strategists grow in solitude, because solitude removes noise, illusions, and distractions. People who fear being alone cannot understand you. They think independence means arrogance. They think self-sufficiency means emotional detachment. But the truth is simpler. You walk alone because most people walk too slow. Point 4. You see relationships as exchanges of value. You don't use people, but you understand that every connection has a purpose. And in a world full of emotional fantasy, this realism looks threatening. Machiavelli said people are driven by two forces, desire and fear. You understand both. You notice the hidden motives behind kindness. You sense when someone wants advantage, approval, leverage, or influence. You don't attack them for it. You simply adjust your strategy. But people who operate purely on emotion don't understand your logic. They think you're calculating, when really, you're just not blind. Point 5. You don't chase validation. This one sets you apart instantly. When others are desperate for approval, you stay rooted in your own judgment. Machiavelli wrote that powerful people are self-referential, meaning they trust their own mind more than the shifting opinions of the crowd. And that scares people. Why? Because you become unpredictable, unaffected, immune. People can't manipulate someone who doesn't need external approval. They can't guilt-trip you. They can't shame you into submission. Your indifference is not emotional coldness, it's psychological sovereignty.
Point 6. You trigger insecurity without trying. This trait is unintentional, but very real. Your presence, your silence, your intensity, your observational nature makes people self-conscious. They wonder what you're thinking. They wonder what you see in them. They wonder if you're judging them, even when you're not. Machiavelli warned that fear is a projection of one's own guilt. People project onto you because you reflect their weaknesses back to them without saying a word. This is why some people dislike you instantly, not because of who you are, but because of what they feel around you. Point 7. You can play the fool while knowing exactly what's happening. This is the highest level Machiavellian trait. You can pretend. You can stay quiet. You can act unaware while seeing everything. You're not manipulative, you're strategic. You know when to speak and when to be underestimated. Machiavelli believed the most powerful advantage is to be a fox hiding behind the appearance of a sheep. And you've mastered this naturally. You let people think they're smarter. You let them believe they're leading. You let them reveal themselves before you ever reveal your intentions. This trait alone separates you from 99% of people. And yes, it absolutely makes you misunderstood. If these traits resonated with you, it's not because you're dark or manipulative or different. It's because you see the world as it truly is, not as people wish it to be. Being misunderstood is the tax you pay for having a strategic mind, a sharper perception, and a deeper understanding of human nature. And if you carry these traits, you're not alone. You're simply uncommon. If this video spoke to you on a level most people never reach, subscribe. It tells me you're part of the few who see deeper. And if you feel comfortable, leave a comment. Tell me which trait hit you the hardest. Until next time, stay sharp, stay sovereign, and remember, clarity is power.